was. As usual, when I open this show up, I have no introduction. Welcome to the Man Cave with Del P, and I got three of these guys are funny at this point. We've been laughing for like the last 30 minutes, so we're gonna let y'all jump into this. But I'm gonna let these guys introduce themselves because one of my guests played too much. So we'll start from the left and work their way back this way.
Oh yeah.
So to my far left.
All right, I play too much. I'm who's talking about. I'm Avery, like a very nice guy, also known as Carlton Banks. Carlton with a K-B-A-N triple X. Carlton with a K-B-A-N triple X on Instagram and everything, but follow me on Instagram because you're not gonna like me on Twitter.
How do you know what camera to look at?
I'm just looking in the ambient direction.
Just look straight, man.
Okay, that's
whatever.
Fine. Look straight
boom,
ahead.
boom, boom.
I'm just Devaungh. That's it. Just Devaungh.
Hey, what's up, man? My name is Kevin Knight with Urban Events Global, www.urbaneventsglobal.com.
That sounds fancy.
So,
Did you hit share already?
Yeah, I hit it. All right. We're going to be all over the place tonight because we started a bunch of conversations that we're going to bring to the site. But before we do that, I would like everybody kind of like to break down who they are, where they come from. And, of course, my humble opinion, which is these two guys, and then urban culture here. So either or whoever wants to start first.
You kind of started it.
My bad.
Yeah, you kind of did it for us.
I did. My bad.
I'm with In My Humble Opinion podcast. You can find us at, what is it, My Humble O, on myhumbleo.com as well. Yeah, we do everything, interview a lot of people from the Houston market, really from everywhere. We're just trying to get out here in the interview space, and I do comedy, and I do a bunch of other stuff that everybody else does. So it doesn't really matter.
Everybody else does.
It's Avery, as usual.
Yeah, we go. I'm just Devaungh, my humble opinion.
This
Again,
guy.
we focus on Houston people, but we do branch out to others. But we look at entrepreneurs, artists. I mean, if you're doing something in Houston and you got an interesting story, we want to hear it. And I freelance write. I got a job, but I don't talk about it a lot. But I freelance write.
Yeah. Just for the record, Kevin, we're not big enough to get on their show because they say they interview
Entrepreneurs and never got an email, never got a phone call. But that's cool.
That's cool. Then y'all
But now that y'all have invited
and
us,
our humble opinion.
Okay.
I mean, we was going to get there.
I just said,
saying.
I already said I was impressed by the name. I was like, Urban Events Global. Is that?
Yeah.
I was already like,
get
oh,
into
that
his
sounds
name.
fancy.
Yeah.
Kevin Knight. I'm like,
Kevin Knight.
My boy here, I've grown. I did my homework this weekend. This guy is, I gotta give you credit, man. You talented, you smart, you doing your thing.
What, y'all are brothers?
No.
Oh, okay.
We gonna be brothers after this at this point. Cause I'm gonna let him break down what he do and what y'all gonna jump into. Let's go, Kevin.
Right, so Urban Events Global, we're a travel company, but currently we host the largest camping trip in America at Urban Camp Weekend. We do that twice a year. We do a Labor Day trip. This year is going to be in Aruba. We have a
My
trip coming
homegirl's
up.
been on one of y'all's trips.
Okay.
They're the ones you were always seeing on Facebook.
Yeah, let's go.
So I was like,
Well, look at you. Like, you want to come on the podcast?
I'm there.
All right.
Now I'm invited.
All right, here we
We do
go.
about 5 or 6 major trips a year. We got Dubai coming up at the end of the year. We just got back from Ghana.
Dubai.
This will be our first trip in Dubai
Really? Okay.
as a company. I just got back from Dubai a couple months ago.
But on him a little bit.
But we travel pretty much every other month. We have a cruise coming up, Mardi Gras, leaving out of New Orleans, headed to Mexico here
Really?
next week, I think.
Can you fit us in your schedule?
Yeah.
I say we do the camp thing though. It's in June.
Camp.
It's like $95 right now. It might go up by when.
Yo, we should.
It's going to go up after this show.
Oh, see.
We gotta go camping.
We should all.
No,
do the
for real.
campaign.
I told him that I'm down. We do it for
He
something.
did message me
I'm
saying
down.
that.
It's
Then
what?
we could
June
like
what?
film it.
June what?
Why not?
June 12th.
That's what?
Yeah.
We book
June
it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
We
I'm
do
down
it.
for the camp.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Y'all sleep
It's
in
in the
tents and
Bronx.
We got
stuff.
something.
Absolutely.
We got
Yeah.
something in June, but we could probably fit that in.
What happens in June?
Come on.
All 30-some days of June?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. For
Like,
30
this is
days.
June 12th, not Juneteenth. We'll be
Yeah,
back.
you know how we be
We'll be
doing
back in time.
Y'all do stuff that big?
We have
The whole month?
we have a big picnic for
Yeah, our
Juneteenth,
family.
but that's before. That'll be after. We're good.
Okay.
We're good.
We'll be getting into that.
It's not Dubai.
So,
you know what I'm saying? It's not. We're not going out to
So-
Dubai.
On Alaska.
so of course
No.
tonight we'll kind of like gauge across a couple of different topics, but since I'm petty as hell, let's see what you guys did for Valentine's Day.
Nothing.
I'm playing video games.
Hung out with my daughter.
Hung out with my daughter. I guess that topic is over. But what reason why you guys didn't though?
Because we lonely.
Valentine's Day is whack, just like most holidays. You know, I only appreciate 2 holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's something that's family related. Everything else is just something to get
Just
money
something
out
to
of
do.
people.
Yeah.
No, it's
I
a
agree.
way to spend money. And my background is in financial services, and I don't, anything that comes with wasting money, unless it's in your budget, it's just a waste. I don't like someone to tell me I have to take somebody out on Valentine's Day. I don't even like going to all white parties because you tell me I have to wear all white.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah, like just don't tell me what to do.
Gotta
on
step
that.
out with feeling godly
I'm with you
a little
on
bit
that.
sometimes
Do you
with all
really
white.
feel
White-
godly?
All white parties aren't
All
godly
white parties
events.
are not
No,
godly.
I said wearing all white.
No.
No.
All white parties.
Wearing all white's
I
good.
didn't.
They just look like
What
an
part of y'all
accident waiting to
missing?
happen.
Separate the party. Just wearing all white.
But we said all white
wearing all
parties.
white.
No, but I said still wearing all white. Separate
You
the
look like
party.
you're about to
then
go on a Steve
I'm
Harvey
agreeing
cruise.
with y'all in another sense.
You look like you're about to go on a Steve
Just
Harvey
Devaungh.
cruise. Like,
What is why were you lonely, man? Why didn't she pick
oh, no,
up?
I'm just not dating nobody, so no Valentine's Day. It wasn't a big deal, like, save money.
Come on, man.
I'm broke.
I already knew it.
Oh,
He
that's
do.
sad. I'm broke. Wait, did you just tell her you were broke? You
She
should
knows I'm broke.
But you should have gone with the smart. See, he really broke it down
I can't
financially.
with him.
Like he was like, "Yo, I financially da da da." Like whatever you just said, it made sense.
Man,
It
girls-
did.
It made
Even
sense
if it
for a
was-
second. They,
Women don't give a shit.
oh no, because she just looked over and
They
think she was
don't?
like, it didn't make sense.
I'm glad you asked that.
Women don't.
I'm glad you brought that up, but
They don't
Put
give
it
a
put it this
shit.
way: if
Give
we,
me
if,
my
if-
money.
Put it this
That's
way:
what
if
they
we
say.
date, Valentine's Day is not going to be a big thing for you.
I feel
That
you.
whatever restaurant that you can go to, we
probably
probably
already
went to
did it.
last
Yeah,
week.
that's true.
but that's
You
my
know,
thing. So
So you
we
are a
agree
big
on that.
Valentine's Day is everyday type thing.
But that's how I
To
feel.
a certain
But that's
extent,
why.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
to some men, that's why it becomes like a nonchalant factor for us because it's like I do this all year.
Yeah. Just like
You know what I'm
just like
saying?
Mother's Day is every day for me.
Yeah.
So I don't get my mom anything particular on Mother's Day, and I'm her only child. That's my mom, single parent mom, love her to death. But we don't do anything extra on Mother's Day because we do stuff year round. My mom comes on some of the events. Like
That's real.
Hey.
you know, she was just
See,
here
I feel like
yesterday.
But just
you're
here's a fun
you're
fact.
doing more for your mom
Yeah,
and
but
your
here's the fun
significant
fact.
other than
Here's
I
the
am
fun
because
fact.
I still got to
It's-
celebrate
we're-
Valentine's
the
Day.
three of
Mother's
us are
Day.
like here, Kevin.
That's what I was saying.
No, let's not.
He's
Let's,
like,
He goes, I took my mom to
Yeah.
Dubai.
he said,
Like,
yeah, you see how he did?
If
He was
you're
like, I mean,
flying
she
your
comes
mom
on a
to
trip.
Dubai,
Like,
yeah, I
it's
can
nothing.
see
I
how
bought my mom.
Shit.
I bought my mom lunch, and when Mother's Day
Yeah.
comes up, she's like, "Give me my money." Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of something.
But my mom's low maintenance. She was in the Army for 22
Yeah, I
years.
seen that.
My mom's
Okay.
low maintenance.
So he's
She's-
kind of
she's-
on
yeah.
So I looked that up on your profile too. Being born in Germany.
Frankfurt, Germany. Yeah.
How long were you out there?
Not long, a year and some change.
So
And
you
then-
really didn't.
Right,
didn't-
right. I've been back, but that was recently that I went back to Frankfurt. But my mom's from Charleston, so I spent time in Charleston, South Carolina. My dad's from Philly, so I would go Charleston, Philly.
Okay.
We lived in Kansas, Louisiana, Texas. We just lived
That's
in
that
different
Army
places.
life.
Yeah. And so DC for a short amount of time, but you get used to traveling, packing, making friends. You
I gotta
used
get
to
on
it.
board with that.
That's
man.
good. That's why you have that good personality. I can see.
Absolutely.
I suppose. I hope so.
He even took the compliment like in a great
Yeah.
way.
He did.
Like,
It's like thanks.
Suppose.
I hope
nigga's
so.
awesome.
Gotta hit it with the gotcha. Like,
this nigga's amazing.
but
Like, yeah.
jokingly, even though you said that, do you think we should date if we're broke?
Yes, the best time to date.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause the
because
girlfriend,
you know the Kobe was with his wife since high school, right? So you know it's genuine. Can you imagine him trying to meet somebody after he had already been in the league and signed multi-million-dollar contracts? Does that person really like you?
Yeah, you
LeBron
can-
has been with his
Yeah.
wife
Yeah.
for forever.
J. Cole,
Yeah.
Chance.
I mean, I have to admit, the girl that I date makes a considerable amount of
Yeah.
money.
But how
She's
can you
with
meet
me.
somebody and make sure they're genuine
yeah.
if you're already making
Considerable.
millions of dollars and and they can Google your net worth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just Devon. You gonna be laid back all night?
No. I'm just
Because
trying
every
to,
time
you
we
know.
say something, just Devon here, it is
Man,
what
my
it
bad,
is.
my bad. 'Cause
Sound like Elon.
I'm just Devon.
He is, but he always comes to the party.
Dressed in all white.
Dressing all white.
But
Godly.
no, what you saying that you said we should. You say we should.
Absolutely.
We should.
I say no. Like, you get out there, you date. You know what? I feel like
But
everybody.
just because you're saying you broke doesn't mean you
That's
necessarily
what I'm saying.
don't have the
I feel like-
finances. Just
The broke conversation really breaks down into, most of the time I feel like it's people trying to do something that the other person doesn't want to do. Like, if women want to go out with somebody that got money, you'd be like, oh, you got to have somebody. Like, there are plenty of women that would date somebody with no money. Yeah. There are plenty. Like, you should just date who you want to date.
Dating doesn't have to be expensive either.
It doesn't have to be at all.
We put a financial thing. Dating could be, I remember one New Year, me and my girl went to Target and picked out a 1,000-piece puzzle, and we put a puzzle together for New Year's. On the table, put a puzzle together, framed it.
I'll be doing like Hallmark stuff. That's nice.
It was cheap. It was a $7 puzzle.
No, but I'm just saying that. So you found somebody that is interested in the same stuff.
But she's interested in the small things, though. They're going to have to get it like that.
But but that's how everybody should date. Everybody should, like, look, if you one of those people that's like, yo, I like big, extravagant type dinners or whatever, find you somebody else that likes that stuff. If you like, yo, I just want to do something small, stop trying to date somebody that like extravagance. You know what I mean? If you like the small things, date somebody that likes that. Find somebody that's matched up with you, and it'd be cool.
And we kind of
otherwise y'all argue.
So with that
back
being
on the
said,
godly thing, equally yoked.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
But even with that, I was gonna say, even with that though, do you think? Well, I ask y'all this and then I go to that. What was like name a bad date that you've been on that you would consider was a bad date?
Oh yeah, so like
You've been waiting on this all night.
no, because there was a point in my life where I was Future would have liked me a lot. I was doing terrible things, and so I met this one girl online, and I was like going to this restaurant in particular, and she was just like, she calls me and she's like, yeah, I'm on my way. Yeah, I'm bringing my friend and my other friend, and I was like, what? Like, what type, who does that? But needless to say, they came, we still had a good time.
You paid?
Oh yeah, but this is when I had a hookup. I had a hookup at a certain restaurant. I was at Dave & Buster's. They weren't charging me for nothing. I hate to say it. All them people is gone now. But there was a time at Dave & Buster's
You had the hookup.
when I ain't had to pay for nothing and
That's
nobody
true.
knew. So
I had that plug.
Every girl was like, what are you paying? Like all this money. I was like, man, I ain't paid nothing. Like not $1. Like they gave me, even the managers would be like, yo, just give him whatever.
Get all the appetizers you want.
What were you doing at Dave & Buster's? Like, how'd you pull that plug off? Never mind.
We'll talk.
Yeah. I was about to say,
We'll talk.
I need that connect.
We'll talk.
Come on, man.
I need that plug.
Barry White, is your turn.
Barry White. I'd only say a date is bad if just the person is rude. I've been on a couple of dates. Like, if you're rude to, like, the wait staff or something like that, like, that's about it. But I'm going to have a good time regardless. Like,
I feel that.
That's how I feel.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm
like,
gonna have fun regardless.
still,
You don't have fun,
like, I
that's on
usually
you.
pick a spot that I wanted to go to. I'm doing something that I wanted to do already. So, like, you know, it is what it is. Like, if you're not having a good time, that's on you.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. Our date is me doing something I would already be doing.
Yeah.
Right? And we don't, if it's one-on-one, it's because like we've already went on other group setting dates, but we usually don't start off just one-on-one.
Okay.
Just like you could come, hey, me and my boys are gonna be at Prospect. You can come join us. Bring some girls with you. Group setting.
That's hard.
Because you can find out a lot about somebody by how they act around their own friends.
Oh,
they can't
yeah.
really be that phone. You can't be that fake around
It
your
make
friends.
it hard.
Not for longer than like 30 minutes. After a while,
One of them gonna call you out.
They're gonna call you out.
That's
right?
true.
Bruh.
You
But
don't get-
one-on-one, you can fake a lot of stuff. So I'd rather just catch you in a group setting.
That makes so much sense because I catch him one-on-one. But yeah, you're right. You can't
Catch him in a
fake
group
it.
setting.
Make a lot of bad
You gotta
decisions.
learn
Like,
I like him.
We learned a lot from this
He is
man
going
right
to be
now.
you are my
I
spirit
already
animal.
told you, Kevin's my best friend. He don't know it. He don't know it, but it's like, Kev, what we doing? We yet?
He's my new best friend too.
Where's that? Like, oh no, this is the group at this point. Like,
Yeah.
camp,
do it.
all this, let's do it. But you say Avery crazy man. He do. So let's say you did that, and we had this conversation a couple weeks ago about this. It was an episode. It was all over Facebook at one point where the girl and her friend went on a date, right, with the guy. So the guy brought his girlfriend, and her girlfriend friend came in from out of town. Girl ain't had her money to pay for a tab. I think the tab came out to what? It was like $130. Y'all paying it?
Yeah,
You paying for the homegirl shit?
it's $130.
Oh, you balling.
I'm sorry.
So
How
she,
you
like
broke?
I'm saying, no, what I'm saying is the scenario is you already just paid for you and your girl.
And
now you got to pay the
ordered
extra
an
$130.
Wait, it's an extra? I thought the whole thing.
No.
The whole thing was $130.
Let me break it down again. You just paid for you and your girl. Her homegirl card get declined. She owes $130. Y'all paying it?
No.
I'm paying it because you said her card got declined, which means she tried to pay it. So she
You
took
getting
it
that money back though?
It's gonna be a discussion. There's a discussion needs to be had, but at least she pulled her card up
I
to
know
try to pay it.
financials wants that discussion.
Yeah, the discussion's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
I can hear his conversation
Yeah,
though.
Discussion's gonna happen, but it's not gonna be
I'm
with the
gonna
friend. It's
take
gonna
care
be
of
with the
this
girl
real
that
quick.
I
You
came
put her
with.
on a payment
Hey,
plan.
I
I
got
need
you.
you to-
I
I
got
need
you
you
for
to
this
sign-
130.
yeah.
I need to sign
We
and
do
see.
have payment plans for
See?
our events.
I know.
We do have a
That's
system.
why you'll put on
We have
a
He
$50
wrote up a
deposits,
payment plan on a napkin.
and we have payment plans. They are available.
You'll be like, you go to Starbucks every day?
At-
No, you
at-
don't need to do that.
At
for
interest.
13 easy
At
payments of
interest.
$10.
Absolutely.
Oh, and interest.
There's interest. There's
For
interest.
13 easy payments of $12.
Yeah.
Weekly.
And if you pay it off in
bi-weekly,
6
monthly.
months, you just might get a deal.
Okay.
Okay, that's where we
Okay.
at.
So you've been to the website.
Okay. I have. I told you I did my homework.
Okay,
I
you did
told you
your
I did
research.
my homework.
What I
No.
see.
So Kevin actually posted something. I don't know how long ago it was, and I kind of wanted to bring it to light to the show. I'll let you explain. I don't want to misquote you, but it dealt with the term bro.
Yeah. So I was in Aruba. What was that last week?
Yeah.
Last week when I posted that in, the guy when I got off the boat was like something. But yeah, bro, the tower's over there, and he said bro a couple times too many to where I was thinking, and I'm the only black person
That's what
there,
okay, that's what
and
I
I'm
was
like,
thinking to go with.
is this in his normal lexicon, or is he calling everyone bro? But it was just me. He addressed everyone a little bit different,
Yeah.
kind of like that skit when Obama, like when they
The
show
hands-
Obama
but
dabbing
that
up.
really
but then he
happens.
see-
That really happens when we just kind of tune it out. It's almost like they do it at work where I think I work with a bunch of Hispanics and they just be like, weigh this, weigh that, and then when I come around, they be like, hey, homeboy, I be like, nah, call me weigh too. Like I'm not.
Yeah.
We're not gonna play that game. Like
And so
I get what you're saying.
I just put it out there, like, and I posted like, hey, to my Caucasian friends on Facebook, and I typed it just like that, like, and I asked about the bro conversation because I've seen Caucasians call other Caucasians bro when like they didn't know I was listening, but it's not a bad thing. It's a term of endearment, I think, but it just didn't sound right at that moment.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when Dave Chappelle said in one of his interviews, they were going over some skits and just something. There's a difference between being laughed with and laughed at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he thought that they were laughing at him, and that's when he kind of like flipped out and did his thing and kind of left the show. That's how I felt at the time. So I just was on my phone. I just posted it like, what are y'all thoughts? And then I just kind of let people go their own direction on the post. I didn't weigh too far to the left or right because I've seen it used so many different ways. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer, but it's definitely wrong if I'm the only one you're calling bro because I'm black.
I was about to say
And the
that.
rest
Yeah,
of
and
them
that's what it
are.
is.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So okay, we can.
So just to
go
clarify,
ahead.
just to clarify, so the person that called you bro was white, correct?
He was actually Hispanic.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Was he white Hispanic or?
Yeah, more on the white
Okay.
side of Hispanic. Yeah. I got the question. I don't know if there's I know what you're trying to say. You said,
Oh
was he
no.
white
There
Hispanic
are
or-
white Hispanics. I get. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, they are. They white
yeah.
complected.
There's
Spanish.
There are
Asian
dark
people that
Hispanics,
were
there-
born in Mexico
there are
that
dark-
speak fluent Spanish, and it sounds
Yeah.
and looks very funny when you
Absolutely.
see it.
Absolutely.
So what are y'all humble opinion on that? Humble opinion.
In terms of bro thing, yeah, I say it takes like if you're looking at the circumstances. Like it's kind of like if it's natural, if that this is how you normally speak, but it's the same thing like when a white dude tries to do something hip hop or do the dap or all that. I'm like, dog, just shake my
do
hand like a
you.
regular
Yeah,
person.
be regular.
Like just be regular. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't do that. I don't do
Right,
that.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So why are you doing that?
I agree with you. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's just it's a bigger issue. I call it we're from Sugar Land, so I've seen it a lot. I talk to my white friends about this. I'll be like, don't qualify your blackness with me.
Yeah.
Like one time, I was driving Uber one time. I'm just driving, and I picked up a white dude. White dude's like, yeah, so my buddy has a house in 3rd Ward. I was like, why did you say that? Why did you say that? And his friend's like laughing because he's like, bruh, why did you say that? I'm like,
sure y'all
white
connect.
people have a habit of
Well, because
doing that.
to them, it's like almost an entitlement. It's their weird, dumb way of trying to show respect, but they not realizing
they
that You're being offensive as hell.
Yeah.
But I also think it's a weird way of trying. Like sometimes they feel uncomfortable. Like I was like, if you would just get to know black people better.
I feel like you're only uncomfortable because you're
feel-
probably saying uncomfortable shit.
And that's the thing. Because even that, like he's like, yo, my family has a house out in Third Ward. I'm like, did you just tell me you like gentrifying Third Ward? Like,
But it's
like,
but they did.
Like,
but it,
like what
but
are you trying to
They
tell me?
actually
dog?
renamed the
Like-
wards depending on who they were talking
That's
to.
what I'm saying.
They
He goes,
may call it the
yo.
museum district one
Or
day, but then call it
Midtown or-
Midtown.
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
What
Like,
is it?
come
What
on
is
now.
what over there Washington Avenue called? The Heights?
The Heights?
Yeah, that's actually
yeah.
Steelwood. But
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
what I'm saying.
Like
And
it's
it's
crazy.
going through a number of changes. So yeah, that's what
But
I'm
even
saying.
digging into that, like, let's get more detail to the point of like the uncomfortable. How you say it? Just being uncomfortable as being black man out here, where you kind of face these weird situations and like allegations or whatever the case may be, like just the day to day for the four of us who lives four completely different lives. Do you feel the tension? Like just it's like the racism, like all the things that we get pulled by from the women, the kids, your job, the masculinity, breaking those things down. Like as men, like what, how do you move day to day when it comes to that?
It depends. I feel like we don't even notice it. I feel like you get to a point where you don't notice it until it like pops up and you're like,
Nah, I notice it.
no,
I notice a lot. Nah,
I'm saying.
Kev
I'm
is with
sorry.
the
I'm
shit,
sorry.
yeah.
Like,
Kev
here's my
is
thing.
not playing.
Here's my
I
thing
notice
about noticing it though.
I've been denied entry into
No,
places.
no, no.
Nah, I notice it.
No, I'm talking about in terms of everyday, day to day. I'm not
notice
saying you
it.
don't notice it, but there's a lot of times where it's like you kind of learn like, okay, let me pick and choose my battles on a lot of the stuff. Because some of the stuff, and then I find myself almost like in certain situations, like, okay, I know these people over here gonna act like this, so I ain't gonna be around those people. Like that, you
Yeah.
figure out ways to kind of go, because otherwise you just
We
walk
know how
around
to cope.
angry.
We know how to cope with it.
Because otherwise you just
Yeah,
walk
but
around
that-
angry
isn't-
all the
isn't-
time.
But isn't that kind of like a disadvantage for us? It's kind of
Yeah,
like we
it's an
kind of like
extreme
settling for
disadvantage.
this shit.
It's a super disadvantage.
can't
So are you
wear a
really just-
do-rag,
but are you,
a hoodie,
But are you different?
know.
What I'm saying is, it's almost to that point where are we ignoring it? Like we're ignoring it in a sense.
Yeah.
Why though? Do we have to? Or
I
we
think,
just
I
feel
think
like
he
it's
just said it.
systematically
I
like-
think he just said it. You don't want to walk around this mad
Just
all
mad
day.
all the
Right.
time.
Yeah, I'm not
Plus,
saying
plus
that.
there are just some ignorant people out there, and you can't.
Yeah.
We can't educate all of them. At least that's not my life's mission. I'm not Gandhi
And I'm out of
or
that,
MLK or somebody. I could do what I could do within my small community that I try to do, which is why I name all my companies urban, so you know it's black.
Yeah.
But my whole career, 16 years of financial services, I was the only black guy that worked in corporate America. Whether I was the vice president of sales at AIG or Bank of America, Pacific, different companies I worked for,
Right.
it was suit and tie. I wasn't even able to grow my hair like this. It had to be a low haircut, clean shave. So when I left 2016, retired, I did the complete opposite. Named all my companies urban, grew my hair out, stopped shaving, stopped.
So it's more
I was
so-
able to be the me that I was after 5, but now 24/7 versus just 9 to 5 suit and tie, and then come hang out with y'all and change clothes and go kick it.
It's
You gotta be
just
two different
easier to
people.
be yourself all day
Now-
than it
now-
is to
now I
constantly
can.
transition.
Now I can.
Like,
And even with your stuff, like with your company, it's like you're creating spaces where, I mean, 10,
It's
15,
comfortable for
10,
African
15
Americans.
years
Basically,
ago,
it's okay
you're
to be
not going
black.
to say, but I'm
Like-
saying 10, 15 years ago, you're not going to be like, oh, let's get together a black camping trip. Let's
Right.
get together. That like all of a sudden they were like, I mean, you think about if you look online, because you just go on the internet and look at those little like way back images where you can see what people are typing. People be like, yo, black people don't work out, black people don't travel, black people don't
Black
do
people
like all this stuff
aren't
black people don't
vegetarian.
do, and then some
Black-
black person goes,
black people don't do nothing.
I
Yeah,
want to
that's
do
it.
this,
Like, let me show
and
you.
then 40 black people like, oh yeah, I do that too. Now all of a sudden, black people don't watch anime. Black people don't. Because you said that. But I'm just saying, like,
Really?
there was a point where you get this thing where it's like black people only do like we only listen to
Rap.
gangster rap
Yeah, they
music
feel like we're listening
and
to
R&B,
As a society,
and
it's
we
easy.
only
We play
do this.
basketball,
Yeah.
we could dance.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah, it's
you
getting
start
better.
creating. So what you're doing is creating spaces where it's like, yo, I want to camp, and other black people want to camp.
Right.
Why can't we just go camping? Why we always got to be
and
in
it's
like put
actually
ourselves
fun.
in
There's
different
no
situations?
drama included.
Yeah.
You get
people
to
having a
enjoy
good time.
yourself. Everyone gets to know everyone. That's the type of thing we have to constantly push. That has to
Yes.
become the narrative in the forefront. And I feel like us as men, which I'll turn around and ask y'all this: what would be the definition of a man in your eyesight? Because we have the perception of what society tells us what a man's supposed to be, but personally, what would your definition be, Avery?
Definition of a man? Man. Go ahead,
Drop
Devaungh.
All right, I can only go with, I just go by example. So we come from a family that's got a lot of, my grandfather, my father. I mean, these are people that just lead by example and just take care of their family, take care of their life, take care of their business. Like, I talk to my father now, especially now. I'm like, I think my he's pretty successful, he's well off. He don't like doing none of the stuff he do. Like my dad's a lawyer. I'm like, hey, you want to be a lawyer all the time? He's like, no. Like, he's like, I don't like this at all. But I got kids, I got this, I got that, I got to take care. I had to do it, so that's just the life it is. And I'll be like, oh, okay, that's cool. I'm not having kids now, so no, I'm just messing with you. But like, that's just kind of how it is. If you're gonna take care of yourself, you take care of your family, and that's man.
It makes sense.
I'll agree.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
We're going to keep going. It's rare that I get somebody up here with me that's spitting
All
knowledge.
right,
and
I
don't have to
won
spit the
that
knowledge.
round.
Like, I'm cool. Like, I'm enjoying that. No, so let's go towards that. Being in a relationship, which you don't necessarily have to say you on that. That shit's irrelevant. When it comes to that term, does the term change from being a single man to being a man that has a woman?
It's all about what works for your relationship at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I know people who have women that make more than them, and I don't. He's like, yeah.
That's me.
But that shouldn't be a problem, though, right?
It's all about what works for you. Like, I know men, like I grew up, most of my years growing up was in Louisiana. A lot of men enjoy cooking in Louisiana. So I know a lot of men who do all the cooking in the household. The woman doesn't do the cooking. Now, that's not gonna be my household, but they exist out there. You know, so it just depends. There's some guys there's some daddy daycare guys out there that watch that literally, you know, watch their kids during the day, and the wife works. So in the relationship, it just depends. In my opinion. Whatever works for those two people, as long as they're happy, 30, 40 years. Good.
Yeah, that's true. Whatever works for you.
Whatever works.
Okay.
In his humble opinion.
In my
His humble opinion or y'all humble opinion, it's everyone's. But y'all are funny. So
I like it.
let's do this one. I wasn't gonna do this one. We'll do this. What are some things we just not gonna tolerate from women?
Whoa.
You want them in alphabetical order?
Like, we done with it. It's just some shit we just not tolerate no more.
Violence?
What do we not tolerate? Like,
But
as men at this table, like, seriously, there's certain things that you just be like, you know what? Either you get tired of seeing women do men like that, or certain things that you get tired of a woman attempting to do to you.
All I'm saying is, I think it's with relationships with any other human. Everybody's different, so that's the thing. It's not just women. It's just like certain things that I don't put up with for me that other people do.
That's the question.
So like there are,
For example.
for example,
Thank you, Ken.
I don't like people who are like, I don't like double standards. Like, if I do something and it's a problem, and
It should be a
then
problem
you
over
do
there,
it
too.
and then it's not, I can't rock with that. And that's with friends, that's with women, I'd say with parents, but no, mama, I love you. But I mean, that's just what it is, like, just stuff like that, you know. But I guess.
What's an example of a double standard? Because I don't think double standards are bad, depending on the situation. So what's an example of a double standard that you...
All right, so like, well, if we're going to stick on this women topic, right?
Yeah, let's do
So, punctuality.
Oh, okay.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I talk with my friends, like, girls be like, aha, I'm late. I'm like, no, that's not cute.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
Yeah, you can be on time. If you can be on time for a job, you can be on time for everything else. And then my best friend, she's like, yo, well, I mean, you have to wait if you're waiting on all this greatness. And I'm like, calm down. Like, no, you can be on time. Like,
I don't date people that need to take that time to get that great.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm like,
take a shower, 15
we have the
minutes,
same
do some
24
stuff.
hours.
Like, let's go. Like,
Yeah.
That must be natural all the way.
I'm not a big fan of
Man, you gotta check
makeup and
this
hair
out.
and all that. I'm not.
I
like
understand
said,
you're not a fan, but you gotta understand what you just. Let's listen to what you said.
I mean
I'm a
everything I
fan of
just
it.
said too.
No, I'm
you
not.
can be on
Hold
time.
on.
I'ma say it again.
Before women jump in the thing where
They can
he
jump
didn't-
in there all day.
We didn't say like makeup is wrong. He's saying that.
I'm not a fan of makeup. I said it.
I'm not saying
I'm
you're
not
wrong
a fan
for
of
saying-
makeup. I'm not a fan of them crazy lashes they be wearing. I'm not a fan
Weave?
of too much weave. I don't like weave. I don't like.
Oh boy, this is interesting.
Yeah, they could comment all day long. I say what I say.
But you know what you want.
I know what I want.
What I said.
But he know what he
I
wants.
know what I
Is that
want.
bad?
No, that's his opinion.
preference, right?
Yeah.
Just get out the shower, 15 minutes, throw some clothes
So
on.
she gotta have
if we're going
short hair.
It can be short, long, whatever. I don't.
I'm
care
just
what
trying to help you out
just
because
gotta take
if she
15
got long
minutes.
hair, she stay in Houston. You gotta deal with the humidity. It's gonna fuck her hair. She got a
She-
flat on it.
wait.
What you want her to wear the baseball cap? Where y'all going?
It depends. If we just going around the
depends on
corner,
the woman.
she can wear a cap. If that's
It's on
cool and
camera.
comfortable, she can wear a baseball cap.
I'm just trying to figure out what woman
If
even
we're
define this
going- if we're
going.
going
all I'm
somewhere
saying is
formal,
The preparation
if we're going
is
somewhere
45
formal,
minutes alone,
It
bro.
depends on the woman.
Yeah.
I'll give her 45.
It
45
depends.
minutes to get ready or 45 minutes to be late.
No, we're not doing late to be ready. Like, no, you gotta do your own math. Subtract the time. Like, if it says 6, start at 5:15. I guess I don't know what to tell you.
That's
Like,
it.
she could if she can't do math. We don't need to be on the same.
Makeup and all. Like we have the same 24 hours.
Calculated.
I get it. Like some girls can their process.
I'll
can
put it
be
to you like
shorter or
this.
longer.
Like I wish there was a woman sitting here that could probably agree with this. Sometimes they want their men to be random. Like, hey, let's go grab a bite to eat. Let's go somewhere nice. But it's definitely random. So like, you have 15 minutes. Let's go. I can't be random. It
You
takes
really
you an
be
hour
on
and a
a
half.
15-minute time?
Yeah,
No.
he's serious with this 15
I'm
minutes.
serious. And there's a lot of women that can do it.
there are women that can do it.
Yeah.
I'm not against it. This is
I
preference.
never tell anybody I'm dating the correct time anyway. I'll be like, yo, if it's supposed to be at 8, I'll be like, yo, 7.
See, I don't believe you should have to do that. I don't believe you should have to do
Yeah,
that.
I'm not
Yeah.
with the shits,
If it's
bro.
8,
If I
it's
want to be
8.
there, it's 8, it's 8.
You know what I'm
bro.
saying? You know,
I
shit like
can't.
that.
This is my brother. He has literally figured
Yeah, I'll be
everything
like-
out. I'll be like,
Look, I
man.
feel like everybody, whoever you dating, you're gonna get your, you'll figure out whatever it is that they got. Some women you date be late. Some women I date are super punctual. Some are not. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just like you just kind of figure it out. If it becomes like a consistency where it's a bother, like I don't care if you like 10, 15 minutes late for something. We had dinner, like what are we waiting on? Like, you know what I mean? But if it's something like, yo,
But this is where
we're
y'all
constantly
at the same
we're
house
constantly
getting ready,
missing.
or y'all meeting?
Now the only thing
Because that makes a big difference.
the meeting thing is different, and the only thing I have a problem at if we're in the same house is like, don't take a longer time than expected, and then act like you're rushing me. Like then it's like, okay,
That
I've been
is
sitting down
annoying
here
shit.
dressed, and it's
Time-
like,
time
and then
is
you
money.
stay and you're like,
That's
oh,
how I
I'm waiting
say it.
on you.
We know that,
okay,
Kev.
we
Time
know
is
time.
money.
We
Put-
know
put it
time
this
is
way.
money.
Put it this
Or-
way: all three of y'all have shows, right? If a
Yeah.
guest is late, does it not throw off a domino effect of the rest of your
all
night?
the time. And what do we consistently?
let's say you
what
got-
do we consistently do for guests?
Now we tell them early.
No, we just tell them a different time.
Yeah, and so
I
we
got
tell
a
them a
rule
different
over
time.
here. This shit different. I will start without you. I promise.
Nah, we tell them,
And
and we
guess
started
what?
without
And when you
guests
have
too,
a-
but we tell them.
I will
We tell them all
start
the
without
time.
you.
But
Guess
guess
what?
what? Yo,
You have
somebody
a
came
family.
in.
You have a family, right?
Yeah.
So if this show runs over, that could be cutting into like some homework time with your
Absolutely.
kids, some other time. That's valuable time. That hour with your kids is way more important than an hour of her getting dressed. If I had to put which one's more important, my daughter or you putting an extra eyelash on, you out the door. Like, no.
This dude does not like eyelash. Shout out Meek Lash Gang, though. I can't hate on that all the way.
I agree with
I
you.
get, yeah.
Like, think
but-
about it, 2 hours with somebody that you really find precious, and 2 hours of you sitting there waiting for somebody who's running late.
I feel like we should wait.
You're gonna
for
be
2 hours.
frustrated.
So you don't find your date precious?
Not as precious as some other things that I may find more precious. That's all.
Hey
I feel
man,
like. That's
his
it.
priorities are just different.
That's
I'm
super
learning
different.
that, leaving it there.
No, we have the same priorities. We value our time.
Yeah.
It's just what you're willing to.
I don't know if I value my time as highly as you value yours. But also, your time is definitely more valuable than mine. You go to
Nah,
Dubai.
we all have the same.
You go to Dubai. Like my time, you know where you was at? You came from Dubai last week. You know where I came from? Houston. Yeah.
Houston's great. Houston's great. I love Houston.
I'm just
But nah,
driving
I-
around
I-
Houston.
You gotta love Houston.
I came from Beaumont. That's as far as I went.
Beaumont.
Yeah.
It's not far from the Gulf of Mexico, though.
Yeah.
He gotta.
got the
I want to see.
Positivity.
I want to see
He's got
both
the
of y'all just
positivity.
debate. Yeah, it would
Got
just
the
be-
positivity.
right by
all
Mexico.
day.
We can get it. You know what? I normally do my debate at the end, but you guys are funny. So I do this thing randomly, right? Since I just feel like having fun, where I just call people, ask random ass questions. So again, I asked y'all earlier, was anything off limits? Y'all said no.
Nah, go ahead.
But don't take all day trying to answer these questions. Don't be sitting there trying to think all this shit through.
All right.
You just got 2 choices. You got to pick one. All right? I'm going to ask them first because I want to pick on them. Look, Kevin thinking. it's gonna catch you off guard. There's
Oh,
nothing you
okay.
can do about it.
I wasn't even
Hey,
trying to prepare.
so
I wasn't even trying
y'all
to
brothers,
prepare
right?
for it.
Y'all brothers.
Yeah.
The two brothers, right? Y'all out in the club. One of y'all girls get jumped and your brother get jumped. Who you gonna help
How
If
about my
the
brother?
girl gets jumped
You gonna-
and my brother gets jumped,
at the
my
same
brother?
time?
How about my
they
brother?
both got jumped at the same time.
At the
I'm helping
same-
the girl out. My
Yeah.
brother can hold his own
Yeah.
in the fight.
I'm still
He
helping
can
my
hold
brother.
his own long enough
He
for
said,
me to get
but
my
he
girl.
said he.
Again,
This is how we are.
That's what it is.
But y'all supposed to be the total opposite.
we
I
know
respect
this
y'all.
already. You know this
Is the
yeah.
girl jumped by girls and the brothers jumped by guys?
Oh, you know what? I'm assuming
at
the
this.
girl is getting jumped
Because-
by dudes.
Because if
Like, I'm like,
Look at this.
Like 5 dudes jump my girl and 5 dudes jump my brother at the same
We
time.
can just-
First of all,
oh, y'all-
what are
it
we
matters.
doing?
It matters.
It matters.
What is
All right,
going on?
fine.
because
Let's-
five dudes jumping a
game
dude
did
can
we
kill
make
him.
ma-
5 girls jumping a girl ain't gonna kill her. 5 dudes jumping a guy
What
can
did
kill
they
him.
do to make them so angry?
I don't know, man.
Either you helping your girl or you helping your brother, man. It don't matter if it's 15.
How long
or
I've been
or
dating
more.
my girl?
All right, hey, you know what? I get it. I get it.
How long
I
have you been
get
with my
it.
girl?
5 years.
First date, 5 years.
Y'all been
I
together
gotta-
5
I gotta help
years.
my girl. I gotta help my girl.
I gotta help my girl at that point. Now
Yeah,
you ask
fine.
that.
Oh, now your shit gonna
You see
change.
what I'm
Yeah,
talking about?
man.
You gotta help the girl.
So the years matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Because I'm like, you said date. I'm like,
matters
oh,
on- it
if
matters
I
on who I think's
jump
about to get
a rando.
killed.
Plus, I mean,
If I'm
we
getting
know this
jumped
about
by
each
5
other.
dudes
That's
and-
how my brother
come
is.
on
That's how
now.
I am. I'm going to help. And plus, I mean, he's right from his perspective. If dudes
I'm gonna
is
tell you
jumping
right
me,
now, if
I
I'm getting
got it.
jumped by 5 dudes and your girl's getting jumped by 5 dudes, don't come save me. You know what I'm saying?
If 5 dudes are jumping a
I'm gonna be
girl,
like Harvey Dent.
that's a problem.
Like,
That's
you
why
came
I'm
for
assuming
me.
5 girls.
If she
Go
gets
get your
jumped by
girl.
5 dudes,
That's a bigger
we
problem.
ain't even together no more because for whatever
what does
reason
she
these
do?
dudes on your ass.
Right.
No, but yeah.
Hey, I'm a wet
let's
175,
be
bro.
honest.
I be
You
down.
remember, you remember
She
in
kinda
Bat-
probably
you
deserve
remember
it.
in
Some
Batman
girls
when
like-
he-
No. 5 dudes. Look, all right.
You remember
Y'all
he
really
said,
bull-
no,
I didn't
you
even
remember
say it
in
was
Batman
dudes.
when he
I'm
didn't
gonna
save his girl.
let you get this joke off.
I'm
but-
gonna get my joke
but
off.
like he's saying,
You remember in Batman?
5
he
dudes
didn't
jumping
save
a
his
girl. 5 dudes jumping a girl. Nah, we not together. 5 dudes jumping you. We got a business together. I'm protecting my investment. I'm protecting my
gosh.
money.
Man, I'll be all right.
And
They're not gonna kill me.
and
They're
I
not
see my
gonna kill
mama.
me. They're not gonna kill me.
There's,
Okay.
we're in Houston. It's like 7-1.
You'll
be
But
replaced.
see, here's my no. But here's my other thing. Basically, what you're saying is you're like, yo, I don't think that you can hold your own longer than my girl can hold her own.
No.
Like I'm like, come on, man, let me go help my girl out. You should be able to hold off some dudes for a
That's
second.
just the way you see it, man.
Like, that's it.
I mean, y'all still brothers. Just go help the chick.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like,
No,
I'm
just
I'm
go help
helping
the
I
the
chick.
girl.
made my decision.
I'm
I said
saving.
You
what
changed
I
yours.
Said what he said. He did
All right.
change it.
He's
The
done.
5 years changed it. You threw in a variable.
Yeah,
5 years.
change. But if it's a rando,
You threw an audible in at the.
If it's a rando, what is going on in this club where everybody's
Again,
getting
if the
jumped?
rando, if the yeah.
If it's a rando and we're all getting jumped,
Man,
I'm
y'all
looking
put
at.
too much emphasis on this.
know.
But now
question.
I'm looking at.
Yeah.
I'm looking at both
All
of
right.
you. You about to be like, why are we
All
spending
right.
money in the club?
It's this one.
Why are we spending money in the club?
We can take the
I
same
put some
money.
money in club.
We
This
can
is
take
about to
Same
get real
money.
funny. All
Flip
right, check it out. Now we about to see what's your next move. Bear with me, don't cut me off because
Okay.
this one's gonna get intense. You ride in the car with your homeboy, right? Y'all jamming whatever hip hop song. He played like Tevin Campbell or Case or whatever. He dropped the convertible top down. What's your next move?
Is he driving? Or
Yeah,
is
he
in the
driving. And he finna put on some slow R&B. He let the top down on the car. Now
That's
y'all
just his
just
vibe.
cruising.
I'm
Listen,
chilling.
If it's my homeboy and I'm in the
Now
car,
I'm talking
with him
about
in the
like
first
love
place,
type, like
that's just his vibe.
that's his
his
vibe.
vibe.
Y'all chilling.
Yeah.
Good. Not touching the
Whoever's
radio.
driving, control the radio.
Yeah.
I can get
Who's
that.
ever driving, control the radio.
You listen. I listen to
Duh.
R&B.
I'm just asking.
He was riding around with me last week. I
That's
was
your
listening to
brother
R&B.
though. That's different.
But I mean,
Your brother can get away with a lot
if you
more than your
drop the
homeboy
top
can.
And you want to put that? I mean, if he drops the top and then puts his arm around,
That's what I'm saying. Like, what's the
That's
move?
different.
Say all that.
He
But
didn't
I'm
say
saying,
that.
what's the
Now
move?
you're adding it.
Okay,
now you're
fine.
adding
Okay,
stuff.
if
And then
he
he
does
crosses
that and he
his
puts his
legs and
arm,
puts his arm on your knee.
he driving and he pull one of these numbers. He like,
I'd be like, no, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like,
I
you
just
said,
asked the
I'll just be like, bro, this is real uncomfortable.
yeah, that's all
All
it
right,
is.
why are you doing? But if I'm riding in a car, I'd probably
What I'm
know
gonna
him
do?
for
Fight
5,
him?
10, 15
Well,
years
I'm
already.
still
I'm
not.
not
at my-
saying you gotta
I'm
fight
still
him.
not at my
Number
location.
2, you got like I play too much. I put it on my boy. I would just to mess with him, just to be like whatever.
You'd be like, what?
Yeah, me and Perry. Oh my God.
Okay,
I
okay.
drive around with him. I will pull that move on him just so I can
Just
mess
to
with
see
his
what
head.
happens.
Just so I can mess with his head. It's your boy.
Yeah.
You act like everything you've done with your boy has just been on the level.
it's just some shit
Y'all
I'm not gonna do.
involved.
Now, if we doing that, as long as you don't make eye contact, we straight. Like if
long
he
as he don't
driving
make eye contact.
and then like
Well,
he's
I
singing the
prefer
song and
whoever's
you
driving to be looking
no,
straight
it's like
ahead
you
anyway.
know how when you drive, it's like driving with your
That's
chick, you
smart.
kind
Okay,
of
see?
hit the
Matter of fact,
song.
I get frustrated when people are driving and they try to look at me when they talking. I'm like, you don't have to
I
look
don't
at me
like
when
that
you're
either.
talking. Just look straight.
I don't like that either. I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear
I
you.
can hear you.
I can eye contact with anybody.
Any type
when
of
you're driving.
Don't make eye contact with any of us when
Yeah,
you drive.
just
Nobody-
slow
okay,
down.
okay.
Be on
No.
the freeway.
Look at
Give
the
me a
road.
kiss. I'll be like, we're gonna die. Like, no.
All right, man. Let's have some fun. It's prom night. Y'all don't have, your son, right? You bought all the stuff for prom, getting ready. He walk in the door, right? His date walk in the door. It's a dude. What's your next move?
He
I
bought,
have-
wait. He bought all the stuff
Yeah,
already.
y'all,
and I
yo,
did-
you done already
and I
bought your
did-
son all the shit you need for prom, and his
Y'all
date's
have
a
fun.
dude.
He has to go to prom.
Y'all have fun.
First of all, I didn't know
No,
about
his
this
date
already.
is a dude.
First
I
of all,
understand what
if
you're
it was
saying.
my son,
Basically, he's
I would
coming
already
out to
know
me at
that
the
it was
Yeah,
a
What
dude.
he's
am I
coming
gonna
out to
do?
you at that point.
What am I gonna do? Fight him?
And I do
break
agree
it
with
up?
him.
I would have
Nah,
already
you're not going
known
to
by
prom.
17,
I would've
18
already
years
known.
old.
Yeah.
I would have figured it out.
Yeah, you've seen
I would've
everything
known.
in there.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about y'all knowing what is the move.
Go. Y'all have
the
fun.
Okay, what am I
The
supposed to
same
do?
I just
move
said my
if a
move.
girl
Y'all have
put up.
fun.
I was like, yo, I already had plans. Go have fun. Like, me and your mother about to
Is
go
this-
out.
Conversation
Me and
after
your
this.
mother hang out.
There's
Yeah,
going to be a
that's it.
conversation,
Be
but
back by
it's not gonna
midnight
be,
or whatever
Well,
curfew
we
is.
may have a
like,
little brief conversation, right? It'll be a funny conversation, like, that's how you want to tell me?
Yeah.
You know? Like, you thought this
This
was
is not 1991.
No, I'm
I tell
just-
him like
it's
it's fine.
Yo, I'm just,
I might make fun of the date. Like, I was like, I figured you could do better than him. But, you know, go ahead, move on. That's true. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Really? That's what you going with? All
right.
right, cool. Have fun.
so
Like,
who you gonna be more mad at? You come in the house, right? I'm not gonna use that one.
no.
You come in the house, right? Your daughter runs downstairs. Your wife runs downstairs at the same time. Your daughter tells you, hey, I just lost my virginity. Your wife trying to tell you she just cheated. Who you more mad at?
What is
Wife.
going on in the house?
Who you more mad at?
Who am I more mad at?
Everything
My
went
wife
down in the
cheated?
house, though.
Oh, yeah, my wife.
Wife, because I'm not
No
mad
way.
at her for
Wait,
losing
did the
her
dude
virginity.
run a train on my wife?
No, man!
Thank you.
Wait
Thank
a
you.
minute.
I'm trying to figure
At the
out
same time?
why they both came down at the same time.
Wait.
Because if
that's
my
actually
wife-
a good one. I might use that shit. I might use
You
that
know
one.
what? You know what?
But
You know
no,
what? You know
no.
what I'm mad
Been on
at?
Pornhub
I'm mad
much?
at. I'm mad at my daughter. And here's why. If my wife comes down and says she just cheated, I would hope my daughter would be smart enough to be like, oh,
Now's not a good time.
I'm free. Like, so she was like, I was about to tell him, but
Now's not a good
mom
time.
just cheated, so I'm good. I'm like,
I'm gonna
you
be more mad at the
stupid
wife.
gonna
I'm
say
a-
this
I'm-
now? Like,
100%
what are you
of the
telling me
wife.
this for?
There's no problem with
I
her
don't
losing her
care.
virginity.
My wife
Right.
just cheated.
Yeah.
I don't care when you lost your virginity,
I don't
whatever.
think men
care.
understand this. Women have sex.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna be mad. I am gonna be mad at my daughter because I'm like, I'm trying to deal with your wife cheating, and you're telling me about,
All right.
oh, congratulations.
I like it.
What
At
you
least
want?
your daughter
You want a parade?
told you.
Like, I'm like,
But he
I
was still
appreciate
in
you
the
telling
house.
me not the time.
Which one's
not
still in the
place.
house?
Both of them.
Why do you keep
Why are
adding
they
stuff?
both?
After
Why are
we
they
add
both
stuff?
running down
I'm
the
gonna
stairs?
stop. I'm gonna stop.
How big is this
How big is
house?
the
Hey,
closet?
How
There's
big
upstairs.
for 50 bands.
How
50
big
bands.
is this house?
Yeah.
Are there two staircases?
Man, God.
Are they coming down? They
in
coming
the-
down at the same
Who's in
time?
the elevator?
This is your house.
As a matter of fact,
It's your house.
if there are two
Here you go. Oh, I got an elevator. Did they come down the elevator? No, Kevin.
two staircases in the
Fun
elevator,
fact,
I might
the
not be
first-
mad.
The first
I might
black
not be
elevator
mad.
maker made my elevator. I'm like, God damn, nigga, shit.
Two staircases in the elevator, I might not be
50
mad.
bands, man. $50,000. You gonna sit in the tub for 24 hours in the tub of roaches? You gonna brush your teeth with shit?
For 50,000?
50,000.
How many times? How long in the roaches?
Wait.
From 11 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Oh, man, I can
You
sit
gotta
with
sit in the
roaches.
tub
How
full of
long is
roaches.
how long is brushing your teeth with shit?
How long it take you to brush your teeth?
Oh, brushing my teeth with
24
shit.
hours, my bad.
Can I eat an edible and just be asleep for 24 hours?
No, you wide awoke, bro. You alert. You alert when you brush
can
your
I
teeth
watch
with shit,
bands?
too.
For 50 bands.
Can I
50
watch?
bands.
Can I watch TV while
What kind
the
of
roaches
poop?
in there?
Baby poop?
Does that matter?
It does.
You know what
I
it
just
do.
changed 6
It do.
diapers today.
All I'm saying is, look,
It matters, bro.
it takes what? It takes 3 to 5, really 3 minutes to brush your teeth. With shit, I'm gonna brush my
I'll probably
teeth
do the brush.
for
I'll do the
12
brush.
hours. I
I'll
gotta
do the
sit
brush.
12
I got a strong
hours.
floss game.
12 hours.
That boy said you got a strong floss
Strong
game.
floss game. Yeah, I'm brushing.
That's I'm like, I'll do the
Do I get to have my phone and
Man,
watch
this
TV?
the
I'm
last
cool.
this the last one before we
Yeah,
get out of
this
here,
is
man.
roaches ain't
I'll
good.
say the roaches.
All right, both your parents going to jail, right? They getting life. In order to get one of them out, you got to tell on one of them. Who coming home?
I come from a single parent household. That's not even a fair question. Like,
Telling on his dad.
Huh?
Yeah, he'd be like, Daddy, yeah.
You telling on your dad? Mama coming home?
My mom
Come
coming home.
home. Oh man.
My mom coming home.
You know what? Yeah, I
My mom
gotta
coming
go.
home.
And you know what? If we told on mom, Dad be mad. He'd be like, "You told on what? You saved the wrong person." That's just like you in the club. He's like, "You can't even fuck
But your
me."
dad should better get himself out of your lawyer.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. He'd be like,
yeah.
"I'll be
Okay.
fine. I'll be fine."
Man,
Same answer.
So my mom's coming home.
before we get out of here, man, let everybody know where they can get at y'all at, you know.
You can
social
go
medias.
to My Humble O on pretty much everything. Podcast is In My Humble Opinion. It's on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music. I mean, you know, wherever there's a podcast. It's on YouTube.
Yep.
And then Instagram, My Humble O. That's it.
Urban Events Global. That's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, YouTube, Pinterest, all of them. Urban Events Global.
You've heard of
What's
them.
the next
You just don't
event
realize.
coming up? What's the next
Next
one?
week,
Next one
cruise.
is what?
We're taking a cruise.
Okay,
next
then-
week, and then after that,
June is the camp,
June is camp.
which is how much right now?
It's like 130. Like 130
That's
right
it?
now.
That shit peaked
Yeah.
quick.
And all alcohol,
by the end of the
alcohol's
show.
included.
He did.
Alcohol's included. All the name brand stuff you can think of.
We in there?
If you type Urban Camp Weekend into YouTube, you'll see some of the videos of what it looks
I've
like.
seen it.
I've-
Yeah, well, I already-
I've already seen it. Okay.
After that, well, let me see. What July? Barbados for crop over. August.
I don't even know what crop over is.
Aruba. It's like carnival. It's like carnival.
I'm such an uncultured person. I was like,
You about to get culture, man. We
Yeah,
really
come
trips.
travel. We make it comfortable for our people to come travel.
I want that.
I
I got to
like
shoot
that.
myself
I
out
like
though.
that.
Carlton with a Carlton with a KBN Triple X. Carlton with a KBN Triple X. On Twitter, I'm the Carlton Banks. Yeah.
Triple X. What do you do in your spare time?
We're not
I'm a
gonna
porn
find
star.
out.
That's why we couldn't talk about everything.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you for watching The Man Cave with Del P, and I'll catch y'all next Monday night at 8 p.m. Hopefully we'll be on time. Good night.